The second one for the Grizzlies is Desmond Bane, truth or trash, is the biggest steal. So it's relative to where he was selected of the 2020 draft. He was taken at number 30.
I mean, I'm gonna pull the draft up right now, but I'm having a hard time believing that
I
anybody
think
picked late.
so. I'll give you my main contenders.
Yeah, give me some contenders. I'm gonna look at it while you list them.
Isaiah Stewart at 16. They also look. This guy's on the Grizzlies. Xavier Tillman Sr. at number 35. Saddiq Bey at number 19. Emmanuel quickly at number 25. And if you want to go, I would consider this, but Kenyon Martin Jr. at 52.
Just on a pure value play. I think
Right.
there's a couple others that jump out. Maxi at 21, pretty good, but I don't think he's better than Desmond Bane, so that's out. The other one that hit Haliburton. Haliburton is like he's a lottery pick, so I don't know if that's quite the same, but I think everyone agrees that Haliburton was underdrafted. Lamelo Ball at 3. That's a pretty big steal. No, I think that's
When
true.
Wiseman was selected at 2, yes, it is.
Yeah, don't remind me. No, I think that's truth. I think like I don't think Bane. Correct me or tell me if you think otherwise. I don't feel like Bane has the potential to be an offensive engine, like an on-ball primary, like the most valuable type of player that there is. But if the second most is, or at least the one of the most sought after, is the 3-and-D wing, like it's hard to do. I mean, he shot 43% from deep last year. He's over 40 this year. He's got the size to switch. What do the Grizzlies look like when and if they can play Brooks, Bane, and Melton together defensively? Like I mean, that gets interesting. Bane's really good. I think that's definitely true.
Yeah, Halliburton's really the only serious contender here for me. Maybe Saddiq Bey, I think, has a chance to really work his way in there. So I think we could even change it to one of the two biggest deals because Halliburton is like, you might have landed, but like he was so underdrafted. I'm going to say truth here too. And I think to address what you said about whether he has more of like ball skills, we're seeing him do more work on the ball already,
Hmm.
and he's handling it well. I don't know who would be like the best comp because I don't know that he'll ever have like that in between game of. I thought about Chris Middleton in terms of the volume as a guy who runs pick and rolls, but I don't know that Bane is that type of a passer, and he certainly doesn't have that type of in between game. So I'm just like that player who is he's 3-and-D, but like yeah, you could put him on the ball to run stuff. He can get his own shot if he's getting to the basket, or he can run a bunch of pick and rolls for you. I don't know who would be the comp there, but that is he's. I think he's going to be more than 3-and-D, and I don't even know that you could say he's been like really good defensively yet. And so I think he's been very good enough this season. I don't know how much of that is just like okay, well you do have Melton on the court with you for a lot of your minutes. Still, just knowing that he's had to guard a lot of truer wings where he might have been better suited at the 2, that bodes well for his future. I do think there's a much more complicated, or maybe complicated is not the right word, but he has a broader offensive skill set than I think
Hmm.
that, and he hinted at it in summer league, and now we're seeing a lot of it just translate to the regular season, which is absolutely huge.
Yeah, everybody's over the moon about this year's rookie class. Like low key, last year's is kind of nice too, and he's definitely a big reason.